ride more than 8 miles, you get ice cream. All right, we are really excited. We are going to take our first big ride on our bikes. We've taken a couple short rides, but this one's about 8 miles
each way.
So we're going to give ourselves about an hour to get there, 55 minutes-ish, and then we're going to treat ourselves to some ice cream. And hopefully we only have good encounters to tell you about when we get back.
Right.
All right. Well, we made it our 8 miles.
Yep.
And it was okay.
It was pretty decent.
We just had one moment where we had to get off.
Yeah, it was pretty steep downhill. It would have carried us a lot faster than either of us would have been comfortable.
Yeah.
And so we walked them down. Not a big deal. And
the only real hazard with these bikes is that you can go places on these bikes that you can't go on a regular bike. So we get to the top of this hill and forget you got to come down.
Got to come down. Yeah.
And I can't make myself go 30 miles an hour downhill. It's
and you would.
Frightening.
You would.
Yeah. We hit 20 and I start getting nervous.
Yeah.
So there's nothing between our skin and the road.
No.
We went up some pretty steep hills, down some pretty steep hills, and there are a few things that we just wanted to share with you, just some safety things. The first thing we wanted to talk about is the gears, and we ran, well, I ran all 7 gears.
I did too.
But the pedal assist,
we only went up to 3, and that was on the steepest hills, going up the steepest hills, and it would carry you between 10 and 15 miles an hour
up the hill, right?
Which is really kind of nice.
Yeah. So I was comfortable a lot of the straightaways, just not using the pedal assist at all. But I do find that there's a big difference between pedal assist 1 and pedal assist 2.
There is.
So you really got to be ready when you hit that pedal assist 2. It's going to move.
It takes off. Pedal assist 1 you'll notice it up around 7 miles an hour, and then it kind of disappears.
Yeah.
Pedal assist 2 you'll take right on up to 12 miles an hour.
So be ready. You got to be ready for that.
Coming back, we didn't get off the bikes at all.
No
We
walking.
rode them the whole way, no walking them. And it was really a good ride overall. The XPs performed very well.
Yeah.
And the Cloud 9 seats that we told you about before, we only tried them out earlier in the driveway. But after 15 miles, we are noticing a huge difference, even though they are not the Cloud 9 seats with the most features.
Right.
They've
We
been
didn't buy
very,
the
very
top ones.
No.
So there are a couple of things that we wanted to kind of touch base. If you are thinking about an electric bike or biking in general, just some things that for us we think are important. And the first one is a mirror. If you don't have a mirror on your left-hand side so that you can quickly look to see if a car is coming.
Whether it's a helmet mirror or glasses mirror or handlebars.
We have one that fits onto our handlebars.
Right on the grip.
Yep. And when we put the bikes away, it has Velcro. You take it off, you throw it in your utility pack. And
we have had them, we got them quite a long time ago for earlier bikes, and they continue to work very well on our XPs.
Yeah. So we're really excited about that and really think that's important.
Maybe we'll show you those specifically later on.
Second thing, know your route. Know your route ahead. Don't count on your GPS. If the phone overheats, if the phone loses battery, if the phone loses signal, and you lose your GPS, do you know where you're going and how to get there? We had a general idea, but we lost signal, and so I took a wrong turn, and I don't think it took us longer to get there, and it wasn't a problem, but it would have just been nice to know where we were. Another safety feature that I think is important is the bell. Now this is interesting. We just bought the bells when we bought the
These
electric bikes, because you're powered, you're going, you're moving. I get concerned that you have less control.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are approaching somebody, you want to let them know. And we got tired of yelling, "Hey, behind, behind," you know.
Yep.
But not everybody responds to the bell.
No, there are some electric horns out there that I'm actually looking at now because they've been reviewed on YouTube, that are going to get somebody's attention.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
some sort of a noisemaker.
Even vehicles.
And don't hesitate if you're coming up behind somebody to yell behind, so that they know and don't step into your path as you're going around, or holler that you're passing on the left or something.
Mm-hmm.
Let them know that. Helmets. Helmets are not required in every state.
No, but whether they are required by law or not, it's just a really smart thing to do, is have a good bicycle helmet.
Yeah, if you're not currently wearing a helmet, you need to. And if you are using an electric bike, you really need to.
Yeah.
You know, you get going 20 plus miles an hour. If you fall, there is nothing to protect you.
Right.
So helmet.
Yeah. If
helmet.
They have been around for a long, long time, bicycle helmets, and there's a reason.
Right. Water. We carry ours on our backs, and we have this little thing that we can drink.
Yep.
As we're riding.
Really handy.
They're really super handy. They're in a little backpack.
2 liters.
And it's always there. We don't have to stop to get a drink, so we're more apt to drink.
Even while we're riding, we can just...
And a few times we've said, "Oh no, it's cool enough," or "We're not going to be gone that long," or "We're just going to go without." We've regretted it. Make sure, because if anything happens and you get stuck out there, you want your water.
Yep.
Okay. Couple of things that I found tricky on the electric bike that maybe other people did not, but I'm going to say this just so that you're aware. When we ride bikes and it gets harder because you're going up a hill, on a regular bike, you downshift your gears.
Right.
And so the brain says if it's hard going up the hill, you bring those gears down.
To make it easier to pedal.
make it easier. But if you're bringing your pedal assist up and you've got yourself in first gear, then all of a sudden your feet are going, whee! And you lose control of your feet. and that's not good.
So shift when you got your pedal assist on, you shift to where it's comfortable. A lot of times I was going up hills in the 5th gear.
Yeah.
But third, fourth, 5th gear anyway are pretty comfortable for going up a pretty good hill if you're on pedal assist 3.
Right.
Even pedal assist 2, 3rd gear is not bad.
So you throw your pedal assist on and gauge that according to your hill and your need for help. And then you still shift through your gears like you normally would. My brain has a hard time with that. And maybe I'm alone. I don't know. But just be aware of that.
I suspect you're not.
Second thing that I thought of or experienced is when you're approaching a stop sign, if you are in pedal assist, 1 is not a big deal, but if you're in pedal assist 2, then and you're approaching that stop sign, and then you decide to pedal one more time to get yourself to the stop sign, soon as you pedal, that pedal assist is going to kick in and you're going to go. So I was approaching a stop sign, pedaled one more time, and all of a sudden the bike's going. Before you approach that stop sign, you need to take that pedal assist down to at least 1, if not off, so that you can stop, get control, and then decide how to go. And I use the little throttle thing to get started at stop signs this time.
That was smart. I did not do that until the last few times after you had done it.
It's a little tricky. I had forgotten how exactly it worked, but
you still have to pedal once to get the motor started.
But it worked. It worked well. I really liked that. Yeah. So those are the key things that we think that people should know about. So we stopped for ice cream because if you ride your bike 8 miles, you get to have ice cream. That's the rule
That's right.
of bicycling. So we're gonna enjoy our ice cream. Okay, so we are back from our ride.
We have about a 15-mile ride through the southern tier hills of New York State.
And it took about just shy of an hour to get out, and same getting back.
Right.
I think.
Right.
Yeah. I didn't time it. There's Fritzy in the background.
Yeah. So at some point we will do a lowdown on the bicycles themselves and some of the extra gear that we've got that we have been recommended by others that we have picked up. Things that you want to have on hand for your bicycle as you're traveling. We'll do just a review on some of that stuff.
Yep. But it's good. We really enjoyed it. We had a great ride. And remember, if you ride more than 8 miles, you get ice cream. Have a great day.